Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. We're back. Welcome to another exciting episode of Let Me Fix My Video. Why is that always doing that to me? I had a perfectly good pan shot. There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of Dice for Dishonor. A quick discussion. And, we keep saying, oh, it's a season finale. Oh, it's a season finale. This is going to take as long as it's going to take. I can tell you guys you're in the final dungeon. That somewhere down here, maybe it's full of ninjas and Kazakim, and the samurai will finally perish in a great subplot that I've devised. And you'll never find Lothid. Who knows? Or maybe you'll win the day. But you've definitely found the safe house aspect of this dungeon, of the dignified repository. Let's take us in. So, welcome back, everyone. Gentlemen, you beat on a poor defensive plant. How does it make you feel? Does it make you want to take up the Druid Academy? You got a sickle. You're chewing up evil plants. Well, actually, am I really evil? Do I even know I'm evil?
Not gonna
Reminds
lie.
me of a good Danzig
sickle
song.
did feel pretty good.
Am I evil? Yes.
I
Yes,
mean,
I am.
harvesting is just part of the natural order. It's fine.
Right.
Oh, okay. There you go. With a really good sturdy leather belt that stood the test of fungus and time, draped over to a subordinate, stacking on doorways along the long one, and we're starting this episode with Bartholomew planting a foot with an 9 orc healing check and reefing this javelin out of Porfafal, who has 10 points of damage out of his 23. I'm fine.
It's just a flesh wound.
As a player, he would decide whether to burn the resource of the Cure Light if he hasn't already. So
I think he would. For sure we would.
I'm going to ask Lord Varth. He says he's fine. He appears to be wounded. Should I keep the spell or should I?
Nope. Heal yourself.
Well, also keep in mind as a DM, I'm going to hold him back. Like, you've got Ryan here, the original party, plus 5, fifth man, a little bit of magical inspection, All right. If he hasn't already burned it. Now, it was a new day, a new combat, and I was schlepping him along from last time, so he should be fully rested, fully prepared. Doesn't seem to have any potions. So
No, we were pretty kind of healing poor. We're relying on ignorance to help us through.
I don't think this is a
Faith, Frank. Faith, not ignorance.
Oh yeah.
Faith. I
doesn't,
know it's easy to get those two things.
doesn't have any spells. He must have them on his own sheet because they're not in here.
Oh, behave.
Pretty sure we know he's got a Cure Light Wounds.
Somewhere.
6 points back, dropping him to 4. He's fine. He'll live. He's good. He's good. He's fine. He's fine. He's good. Right? Sure. So, gentlemen, do you care to close ranks? The dungeon remains relatively quiet.
And yet probably well aware of us. So yes, I do believe we were planning to close ranks and wait it for a bit.
Yeah, which you have, but you're spread out all over this map, so
Tuck back in together. I think maybe we should
Shall
take a
we
gander down the long hallway.
shall we stack again? Perceive your marching order. So, a ladder room, a trap, a pretty much empty room that we just kind of ran through. Now, it looks like a storage room, but there are a few basic tools. A little kind of old and rotted and misuse, but there is your proverbial... you ever see a medieval screwdriver? It's actually like an elbowed winch that you turn. You hold the end knob and you turn the winch, and like there's a corkscrew on the end, like one of those. A carpenter's hammer. There's some odd tools lying around on this floor, but nothing of particular interest or value from your first sweep. So, gentlemen, if you want to stack up on the hallway, which leads further into the dungeon, into the safe house, place your adventurers. Who's up front? Who's our light source?
I think Fafal is kind of casting light. Is nowhere in here lit? There's no humans. That's
If they have,
bad.
they've taken their light sources with them. No
Except the one right on the table. I see it right there on the table.
The artist has left it there.
Yes.
in the room you are in. You want me to do this? Okay. let's go back and I'll de-reveal. Okay, that's gone now. Okay, you guys are sitting in a room that's dark and you have your own light sources. You know, this is
It's
all relevant.
okay. I have dark vision.
I know, that's great. That doesn't help Varth and the rest of the humans.
I know who's going first.
Right?
So, do tell us and the GM, provoke. Who's up front? Get in the hallway. Let's go.
I'll follow in behind
Bartholomew.
Okay. So Bartholomew's going to
I've
be
kicked
our
indoors
lead.
since level 1, so
All
I
right.
stop now.
Our new lead. All right. Bartholomew in the lead. Who's tucking in behind him? Leon. Winston, Varth in the rear, and we'll just have a fall trail. You know, you can summon him from room to room. All right. Revealing quite a bit, actually. Bartholomew peeking into a room. Your wall that goes south. Actually, the room just becomes a hallway. And it goes to a corner like beyond your dark vision. Your wall on your right, heading north, ends at a doorway. The room itself, casting a stone 60 feet to the back, say there's just enough ambient light in the room itself that what was a hallway, again, looks like it becomes the beginning of a rough-hewn tunnel. However, the stink of spoiled food permeates this common room. Several plates covered in scrapes of rotten meat and spoiled vegetables cover the two round tables in the center of the room. Shelves of preserved foods line the walls on the north and south. A passage leads out the north, south, east, and west. Despite the sort of interesting let's have a light sputtering here, I will say that there is a sort of lone candle. But like you said, it's more of a compass point. It's more of this is a long burning, they have the bowl, like old candle was a big open bowl of wax and they just have a wick draping out of it and it burns and it's, it's not even like a wax candle. It's just a big bowl of oil that could burn and reburn itself for quite a long time. That is what is sitting on the first table, barely throwing off enough light to cover the table clearly, but enough ambient light that even our blinky human in the back, it's like, oh, you can see the shadows of the room. You can see the accoutrements, the chairs, What do we do?
I would like to move in and face the south hallway.
All right.
I will follow in behind, but as I do so, I would like to turn around and to the rest of the group. It looks fairly clear. Bartholomew is taking point. If we could get some more light in the actual main room here, that would be very helpful.
Okay.
Also, didn't the two of you find something?
My lord, let me recast light on your shield so you don't have to carry that coin.
Perfect.
Okay. Slaps light on the shield. Varth loves this bit. His shield glows. He's a paladin now.
It's awesome.
The
It's
grin
awesome.
under the beard is just permanently there now.
Belt, I handed that off to Sir Winston.
Yep.
If it's any use, it's fine.
You guys want?
I'll toss it back to Fafal.
Have a look at this.
Okay.
And gentlemen, be wary of traps.
While he does that,
Thanks. He detects magic. He does his spellcraft.
not to wear it.
I should keep this. This is what?
Not to wear it.
I believe, and he shows you the runes on the inside of the belt. These are basic mobility and agility. I believe it might increase one's basic overall agility if you were to wear this magical item. It does detect as magic, my lord.
If only we had an archer who could put that
I
on.
really
so-
like it being the rapier dexterous character that took a bullet and a javelin for you, peon.
But he's not a lord.
Aiden isn't here to speak for him, but I know he would.
But he's not.
Not
a
a
lord.
lord.
Yeah.
He's
Pull in the
the
right
Class card.
I think Aiden started off as our rules lawyer in this game, and then we wrote him in later. Then I killed him because he played a scald first. Then we wrote him in again. He really wanted to play. It's like, fine.
It happens. It happens.
No, but it was also a bit of a skill mix. You guys were so paranoid about going to a gala without a rogue or something. It's like, it's all diplomacy. Blah. No, we need somebody. So he's like, he was your utility guy, right? It's like Varth is Baron Munchausen, and you guys are the assembled cast of skill set, But none of you have any other skills except for Fafal.
So he doesn't need it.
We're all just amazed at his prowess.
This guy knows
You
everything.
can take it off him and give it to whom you choose. He believes that it will increase one's overall dexterity.
That would probably do Leon the best, I think,
Yeah.
as the range guy.
I'd enjoy it.
Considering how all of our votes count for 3 to his 1.
Yeah. Well, he had to at least put in hey, I could use this. That's nice. You're not getting it.
You're right, you could.
Snatch.
No use to me. Barkley wouldn't let me put it on him anyways.
He just keeps like mentioning it, how useful it would be, but you guys just keep, you have a buckler, shut up. Right? The DM got you a buckler earlier. What? It's disappeared. Did you take it off the list?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Was I not supposed to?
No, I'm looking at the wrong character. I actually pulled up Fafal. He almost had it. Sorry. No, I just wanted to make sure it was identified so that you can actually use it. Because if I don't ID the item, what does it say?
Can I have him identify the sickle
It just
so I
said
know what it
magic
does?
belt, but then I did change it to belt of dexterity.
Yes, it's like a sickle of soul siphon or something crazy like that.
Here, kick in the ID.
Life-
There you go.
Life
There we go.
stealer. Life stealer.
And on Winston, you would like me to ID the sickle. There you go. There you go.
Excellent.
And if you equip it by making that pouch a t-shirt, which I just did for you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Ooh, it's a trip weapon.
Yeah, which will either give a +2 to your CMB to do the trip against CMD, or there'll be like a
It
penalty.
just straight up allows you to make trip attacks.
Oh, with said weapon, no
Yep.
bonus. Okay.
Yep. Oh, yeah, there is a bonus. If you are tripped during your own trip attempt, you can drop the sickle to avoid being tripped.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
trip
'Cause
weapons.
You're yonking with it. It takes the hit instead of you.
Yeah. You're just like, oh, I don't think so. Let's go with the
That's
weapon.
interesting. Well, you were involved in that fight, so I guess you earned it. Okay. Yes. I was just saying, isn't it great how, like, hey guys, look, we got this for you. It's a present. Dude's bleeding out. Oh, what, for me? But you were there at that fight. You kind of earned it, so.
Do I have to add in the bonus to dexterity manually then?
You've equipped it, does it not?
There should be a
does
category, yeah, you beside your stats where you can add
There's
a
damage.
miscellaneous
Yeah,
bonus.
but I'm afraid it'll do it invisibly twice, and then he's like the +4 guy instead of the +2 guy.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
not
test
afraid of
it.
that.
Test it. Check your numbers. Roll an attack.
It's +4 right now. If I roll
Oh, it should
initiative,
automatically
which should be
do your AC.
it should be +5.
It should automatically increase your AC by 1 as well.
Yeah.
So that
Which it
that,
is
if
not.
it doesn't do that, then yeah, it's not.
We've ID'd it. It's a wondrous item. You're wearing it. It's ID'd and everything.
You can literally put a -2 in the damage column, I think. Yeah, and it'll work.
Nice.
Okay.
It's a hidey hole.
I just opened it all up, and it doesn't seem to actually do anything. So yeah, I guess you're going to manually just make sure it's not natural. Like you add a.
Yeah, it's at the moment it's still only temporary, so it would be kind of like a negative damage.
Sorry.
Negative dex damage. We're just utilizing the FG software to make it work because you can input that and it'll stay until he takes it out.
Yeah. It's not been 24 hours, so it's not permanent anyways, so
Okay. What about your armor class?
It
Is-
says
is
18
you- oh, you're-
right now.
Yeah,
still,
no,
but I
it
believe
changes
my
mine
actual
when I put the
armor-
-2 in the damage category. My AC goes up, the bonus goes up, but it
What kind
doesn't
of armor are you
actually
wearing?
change my raw
Yeah,
stat.
it's
You're-
the it's the
you-
as
you
far
might-
as my AC, it's the armor thing. Is the max stat right now is +4.
Yeah, see, his armor does not have the mobility to grant him the extra dexterity bonus.
Take it off.
But it does affect my initiative and it does affect my attack
But
bonuses.
the
and stuff
belt
like
gives
that.
him
It's
a
just the AC.
+1 to his armor
AC.
class. His armor gives it's yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
everything else is fine.
Okay. Righto.
So we've got a couple of ways that we can do this. Some kind of whispering
Hmm.
towards Leon. We can either sneak our way through. Doesn't seem like any of us are very good at that, or we can just blitzkrieg.
Kick door,
I would
fan
say-
out. Kick
I
door,
shall
fan
leave
out.
it to your
Our pattern-
discretion, my lord.
Our pattern so far has just been pick a wall and go.
Right.
Bartholomew is already marching off to the south. As you,
All right.
It's just like,
All right.
dun, 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 dun.
Just
It
shakes
does
his
seem
head.
that way.
Well,
All right,
tactically,
then let's just.
tactically though, this extends the room, and you could just be checking that corner.
And tactically, Bartholomew should be in the lead because he requires no light source.
hmm
We all
So-
hover
so
around
move-
the
move
glowing
double
shield
and
like
we'll-
moths to a flame.
Yeah, move double and we'll just move up with you.
Yeah,
Until
we'll follow.
something
We'll
jumps out and
keep
grabs
our
us.
marching order and follow
Okay.
Sir Dunaldagan.
yeah.
Okay.
My next opponent, a door.
All right. Can you bring your mic up, Ryan? It's picking up your fan or something ambient in the room and getting a lot of wash.
Nah,
from
it's a
you.
dehumidifier. I'll grab it.
So rounding the corner, it's more hallway, 10, 20 feet to a door. Your nemesis. Remember last time you opened double doors? Almost took an arrow to the knee. It was more like a bolt to the chest, but
Yeah, but then an arrow flew out from between his legs, and it was pretty awesome at that point. So
Stacking up in the hallway, heading south. It elbows to the west, proceeds 20 feet, and stops at a door. What do you do?
Seed the 20 feet.
Open the door.
And then go, Avasti! Door.
All right.
Trap goes off, triggering a wall of fire that fills the hallway.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt. Yeah. Oh, that would hurt so bad.
Or a man with a heavy crossbow.
Yeah, that'd only get one of us.
I'm okay with that. Wait a minute.
So many choices. You're in a hallway again, 10 feet before it expands into a room that you can see beyond with 54 feet of dark vision. However, there's a hook. There's a 5 foot to the north and another door.
I move into the room.
Okay. So passing the secondary hallway on your right that heads north to possibly another chamber, stepping into what appears to be a training room. 3 stuffed train dummies stand in the southern side of the stone room. Arrows and daggers protrude from the dummies, while weapons racks stand ready along the north wall. Passages exit east, north, and west.
I proceed in the room, trusting my allies to take care of the space behind us.
Bartholomew, before you get too far, I think it might be prudent to check this room off to the north. It's worth it to not be flanked.
Can I have a
Indeed.
perception check, Bartholomew? You step into
course.
the room, you give it the once over, you turn to call to Leon, and the proverbial corner of your eye.
Natural 20. That makes it a 26. That's not the corner of my eye. That's the corner of both eyes called my pupil.
Roll for initiative.
Oh, it's a halfling killer, Bartholomew. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Wait a
screwed.
minute.
15
Winston.
initiative.
On the other hand.
Run, Winston.
Roll initiative, gentlemen.
22.
13.
A natural 20 yet again.
Okay.
21.
This dude.
In the surprise round, it's not a matter of who sees and does what. You guys are just far enough away that an action is going to occur between these two gentlemen stepping in the room before we catch up, and then it's so obvious
Yeah.
that Bartholomew is doing something. You guys just flood with your initiative. So
Okay, guys.
This
get out of
motherfucker's
my
gonna
way.
get fucked
This
up
is
so hard.
This is a beautiful charge. If you can get out of my
Oh.
way,
all right, so
I'm going to do
Bartholomew,
the sickle charge.
before you guys tactic, let's stay in the moment of the flavor of the surprise round.
Yep.
Bartholomew,
Yeah.
turning, you start commenting to Winston to Leon. There's that moment, and then just out of the corner of your eye, you catch movement, and emerging from behind a dummy, and emerging, let's say,
Yeah.
coming at
Give
you.
me all the flavor
Moves.
text.
Emergeth. He, you see him, and he readies an action. Pulls, let's say he was like the guy plucking an arrow, or the guy that's plucking a dagger kind of thing. You come bolting into the room, and he's just like stepping back into position, and you see him, your head's turned away as he's coming out from behind the dummy. Anyway, he turns towards you and readies an action with his initiative. Leon's not acting, brings us to Bartholomew in the surprise round. What do you want to do?
I get
A single
one
action.
action. Surprise round.
Yeah, so you draw a weapon or, move.
I'm going to give him a dragon challenge.
Oh, swift action, move action, standard action.
Swift.
You swiftly challenge him.
Yeah.
Can I have some RP with that?
Yes. You who hides in the shadows, show yourself. Prepare yourself for combat.
He looks around because he just came out and showed himself. You're talking to me?
You
talking
who would
about me?
hide in the shadows. Yes.
Round one, in earnest. Top
I
of the
think you
round.
still have a standard action. If that's a
You
swift,
get
I
a
think you still have
single. You get
standard.
a single action, whether it's move, standard, or otherwise. So,
Yeah.
especially if it provokes an effect. Starting at the beginning of the round with a 23 initiative, the halfling killer moves in for the attack. I'm gonna see if I can't bottle you up. He answers your challenge by rushing you. And he literally charges in, dun, 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 with his rapier, getting a
Wait,
plus.
did he charge me?
Yeah.
No.
He calls you on it. You're like, blah, blah, blah. This dude, you who hides in the shadows. He's just like, comes running at you with his rapier. Gets a +2 to hit. Charging is fun.
-2 to
The name of that
AC.
weapon.
Yeah, we'll get to that fun part.
Yeah. I know.
But I see a heavily armored dude. I'm going to try and use the, momentum.
Oh. Bah. What's up?
You're right. Perhaps I didn't think this all the way
Totally
through.
what he does. What's that?
Like, what?
Oh, I can't. I'm ineffective against you. I can apparently only kill halflings.
Yeah, I'm a half orc. No.
Running at you, +19, and drives his
Oh.
rapier into your leg. Doing
but
1d4
wait.
plus 3 points of damage for a total of 5.
Wait, I don't have my shield bonus.
It stabs you.
You're half orc. That counts as half. He's the
Wait, he got
half
19.
wing
I
elf.
don't. My shield bonus was incorporated.
What do you mean is incorporated? Isn't incorporated?
Is incorporated. My AC right now is 18, but my shield is not incorporated into that.
Yeah, Jay, where did you find this? The shield is always up and running.
In Pathfinder, a shield bonus is considered kind of like similar to an armor bonus. In which case, if you're flat-footed, you would just take your armor bonus, and your shield is part of your armor.
I thought a shield bonus was a shield bonus, which is separate. Like,
No, it's like a giant. It's a giant wall of metal along one side of your body, right?
or it's a tiny little disc.
Either way, it's still an extra thing of armor that's attached to you.
Heavy wooden shield. So my
It's
AC.
like you suddenly something comes running at you. You kind of like move to dodge, but there's also a giant wall of metal.
So
That
what's
moves with you.
what's your new AC, sir?
20.
Oh, he just misses.
Yar.
Yar. Leon, you're talking to Bartholomew, and then suddenly he turns back and yells a challenge into the room and is met by a smallish figure that he is dwarfing and, bounces off his shield, apparently. What do you do?
Bartholomew, to the side. And I will hold my turn until Bartholomew moves off to the side.
Okay.
One of the sides.
So we'll reset you to like 20 to his 21.
Yep.
Okay. Barkley is waiting for his master. It's Bartholomew's turn at 21.
I will take a 5-foot step to the north.
Okay.
And then give a chippity chop
All right.
with my axe.
Got him targeted for you. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I'll just target all around quietly. Everybody get him.
Everybody do the chop. 21, which is a hit.
Kill him, you become the halfling killer.
Oh, double suffix. I like it.
If I kill him, I'm the halfling.
I
Halfling
I have a name,
killer.
you know. I just don't want to. I just don't want to risk crit cards at this point.
4 damages.
4 points of damage, slicing into the top heavy part of his leather armor.
Always aiming for the shoulder blades.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else, sir?
No, that is all my.
So let's talk about your challenge and what it actually grants you.
Oh, right. Actually, that is. Thanks for reminding me. I forgot that I had done that. He would get an additional points of damage, 3 points of damage on top of that.
Can we talk-
7
can we-
points.
Can we talk about the structure of the actual challenge?
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
does?
Tell me about this challenge. That sounds like a pretty cool challenge.
Yeah. So whenever an Order of the Dragon Cavalier issues a challenge, his allies receive a +1 circumstance bonus on melee attack rolls against the target of this challenge. Whenever he is threatening the target, the bonus is increased for 1 for every 4 levels of Cavalier. So yeah, it's a normal Cavalier challenge, but because again we're all different, mine is spiced up that it helps my allies as well as myself.
Nice. And with that challenge, battle music and the battle is joined.
Yeah. So
Okay.
3 more points of damage on top of that 4. So
Got it. 7
thank you,
total.
sir.
No problem.
And
Leon.
everybody else who attacks him, who melee attacks him.
Not
Keyword
you, Lee.
there.
Everyone, and he looks over his shoulder, but Leon.
I had to
in order to be on
I
the
had to
list.
specify. Not you.
You.
Yeah.
Damn foreigner. It's the only person he's
Oh,
allowed to be racist
now,
against.
now. Says the servant class,
Okay.
right? Yeah. Leon, you are
So-
up. Fall's on deck, and then Winston. What do you want to do?
By halfling killer, I'm assuming he's a halfling that is a killer.
Yeah, blame the software, but yeah. He's not
Okay.
friendly.
Well, no, it's just that's important to know for like which particular attack I'm going to be making. And this is a full. I do have an attack and move, right? Or just one or the other.
Yep, no, this is you.
This is you, round 1. We've skipped the. We only
Sounds
had
good.
those 2 go, so we're full on now.
In which case, I will do a point blank longbow attack.
Oh, have you got 30 feet on me?
Yes, I do.
10,
That is a
25,
16, unfortunately. So that
With a
seems
miss.
to be a miss. And my remaining action will be taken to move up and into this doorway, peeking around.
Yeah. Okay. So sliding forward and that jar that he missed, that's very, very clever. All right. Opening up for everyone else. It's like the room was made for you guys to like attack and step aside. We were very sloppy earlier on. Now you guys are just like, this one little guy has no chance. Just
Going
look at
in
it.
SOCOM style.
Lighting him up.
a machine.
That's so bad. Okay. So, Fafal will hold his action. Winston.
Haha! Sickle charge!
Yeah. Frank's even changed his background to the dwarven background because I know he's just going to want to kick a door in.
Okay,
I
full run.
desperately want.
Maybe in a random twist of fate, we'll just do one of those a day random of, and I will dump Cavaliers and Samurai in 2nd edition, and you guys can play Dwarves in 1st edition. Like, what are we doing here? Oh, well, kick a door. Insert dungeon. More dungeon lads. That'd be fun.
Sickle, attack.
Go.
Yeah! 17. Miss.
Miss.
Wow, this guy's.
And don't forget your +1, because I challenged him. So it's an 18.
18. Does that hit?
That actually hits.
Yes.
I got your back, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is a
nicely done.
charge.
Yeah.
So, is that double
Now,
damage?
how many times do you guys charge my monsters and I keep forgetting -2 AC?
Only if you're using a lance.
Oh, yes, it's the lance that gets a bonus, but still,
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that
still
reminds
get the
me.
attack bonus.
Leon, my armor class is 2 less
8
for the
points.
entire round because I charged, right?
Oh yeah.
I owe Leon a hit because my 18 is a 16. I
Nice.
charge. My AC is 2 less for the rest of the round till I recover.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
fantastic.
We try to keep it raw and fair.
Sure, take an extra 9 points of damage.
Takes 9 points of damage to the face from an arrow. I rush in and charge and chop his head off with my sickle.
Now, there's a special card for that. Maybe if we
Okay.
use the crit cards, we'll get back to that. But for
I
right
give
now,
him a new smile with my sickle.
very nice. And down he goes.
What's so serious?
So now, Winston is the halfling killer.
You killed your own people, bastard. Dare you? That's genocide or homicide or halfling side.
Fairness.
Hard forth. Just comes running into the room. Ah, looking all around. What's going on?
Good job, man.
We found a dead man. Good job. Wait, my lord, Fafal says. Let them have their fun. That scene with like Thanos, right? Taking on the Hulk, and the guy wants to help, and the other guy's like, no, let Thanos have his fun. And I'm like, oh, really? Lean in, pay attention to this fight. Hulk gets owned.
Right.
As quickly as it began, there's that tense moment. Varth, do you want to move up into the room and check in the corners? And no, it's quiet.
Lighting up the room.
Once again, lighting up our lives.
I light up the room.
So as I was trying to say, I do think we should check this room out quickly to make sure there's nothing behind us. Pointing to the
Laying
room.
Barkley around, I take up a position at the door.
Behind me.
And I open it. Flinching because there may be a trap.
Oh, my nipples.
If only we
Not
had
the
it-
eye.
Yeah, yeah, right. Fall's like, if only we had someone that could search for traps. Not today.
This is how Cavaliers search for traps.
Yes. 2 large
They sti-
bookshelves, an elaborate shaped. Oh, you know what?
But I can't see any of that because there's no light source. Well, there might be a little bit of light. I do have low light vision.
Okay, you whip the door open. You see a dark room.
Fafal, light me.
Get off point. We just discussed this in the earlier battle. You know, Barkley has a sniff, crinkles his nose, but something like, "I don't like what's in the room," not that there's someone in the room. Aziz light. Okay, excuse me, Leon.
Have him light Barkley.
Really?
Bing.
Okay. His collar, something, so the light is behind his eyes. Here you go, little guy. Rawr, rawr, rawr. My hand. Lighting up the room. 2 large bookshelves, an elaborate L-shaped desk, and a well-dressed bed decorate this lavish room. A variety of springs, gears, and small tools clutter the desk alongside pages of sketches and designs. What do we do?
Enter the room perception checks.
Okay.
I hear something.
Yep.
What?
He knocks.
Someone dropped a fork.
Somebody knocks something off a table, explodes.
You did say there were gears and tools and stuff in
Free
here. So
perception.
yeah.
The L-shaped room, the L-shaped table at the back, if you wish to investigate that. We have bookshelves. We have a nice fluffy bed. We have a little table.
Yeah, I'll go to the L-shaped shelf at the back. Search it. 23.
I'm by the bookshelves.
Okay. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Contains the books, Leon, contains numerous treaties on mechanical engineering. This would act as a masterwork tools to craft anything that is clockwork. So with this library, you would have a masterwork tool to craft a clockwork object. Do you remember her clockwork little cricket that would make noise?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, this is supposed to be her safe house, and she was brought here, but then there's, why isn't she here? And why is the food rotten? And why did she trap us and javelin us? It's all her fault. Winston. It's like a project that's like half done. There's beakers with stoppered liquids. There's a bunch of things sitting out open in test tubes. Any creature searching or tampering, you are searching the desk. There's no roll. There's no, it's just like anyone comes over and has a look through this stuff.
Dies.
No, unfortunately, they have something precariously. They were like at that stage where like, and now if I add the final ingredient, what? Oh, hang on, put this down for a moment. No one will come in, So you rummage. A 10-foot area around the desk goes kapoof.
Potassium sulfate suspended precariously above water.
Which pretty much is just Winston and Barkley. So anyway, this mist, poof, explodes around you guys. Can I have a poison gas save?
Reflex, fortitude.
Fortitude.
Okay, here's Barkley's of 22.
Okay.
Good dog.
He backs
Here's
away
mine
and is shaking and snuffing.
of 19.
He's shaking and snuffing, and it smells weird like ammonia and something else, and it makes you dizzy, like your head is ringing. You're like,
Okay.
those janitor room closets where the whole bottom of the closet is like a sink, right? There's all kinds of stuff on the walls. Even stepping into a room where they have poured stuff out, there's a multitude of chemical smells, right? Magnify that, and you just got a snort of it. But perhaps we are mighty enough to resist any latent effects. Either way, we'll get back to you.
I'll pull Barkley out of the cloud.
Oh yeah, no, he's
Careful.
He's already,
No, we're not in the party anymore.
Bartholomew, get in here. You gotta try a hit of this shit.
I found a bong. It's amongst the glassed apparel. Check this out.
Bro rule 237.
We're so hungry. Let's go eat that rotten meat. Okay. So,
We could eat that whole pig.
anything else in the room that you wish to?
I don't even know why that was funny, but that was funny.
Considering this seems to be Madame Lothid's personal study, and there doesn't seem to be any problematic presences in the room, I think we can safely move on.
Okay. Can I
don't know
have an intelligence check there, Leon?
Oh, sure. It's not going to go well, but there you go.
I like your optimism.
It's a 4.
We're better off reviving that plant that didn't know combat. Okay. All right. And the rest of you at -5.
An intelligence check. Oh, we're not going to do much better.
It's a simple memory, but
Wait, all of us? I don't know.
yeah. Anyway,
9.
5.
sorry, I should have just maybe quietly raised the DC in my head.
8.
By your powers combined,
That's
Well,
pretty sad when you add up all the rolls and it's still less than 20.
You know what?
you can't make us learn. We're nobles, damn it.
We're ignorant by choice.
Old money ho!
Fall with a 22.
Oh, you smart bastard.
Steps
Show
in-
off.
Oh, yeah.
Steps into the room. My lord, this little fellow looks rather akin to those ones we found already dead and stuffed into those lockers in our last underground encounter. Don't you think? Poke, poke.
No.
Never heard of her.
He just looks at Bartholomew. Sir Bartholomew said no. He just slumps his injured shoulder and goes back in line. You failed your intelligence so badly, Bartholomew. Just like, no. Okay, never mind. I didn't say anything. Just forget it.
Is it failed? Is it
Oh, yes,
really
those-
failed?
The Brotherhood or something.
The Brotherhood of something.
The Brotherhood of Halfling Killers.
Mm.
How dare they?
Dressed in similar armor, similar weapons, and attacked us on
No.
sight.
Taldor should have these people banned.
Yes, there are a band on killers all throughout the land. You just have to find them and catch them.
Indeed.
So, let's say with Winston in the back now, just trying to get his nose about him. What do you guys wish to do next? There's a door to the north, and there is...
I will carry on covering the open passages.
I am all for clearing open areas first.
Agreed.
Okay.
Doors can be trapped, halls less so.
The only trap you found was actually, natural.
No, I found 0 traps.
That's true. You just
Yeah.
found a
This is a trapless area as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's perfectly safe.
Bartholomew approved.
Yep.
All right.
I know traps, and this is not one of them.
Beakers and vials cover a table spanning this entire northern end of this room, while 4 shelves containing alchemical ingredients extend from the southern wall.
Yep. Nothing of note worthwhile here.
Winston guffaws. Stay away from that.
It's more
I
that
do think it might be worth another
book
perception
learning.
check to see if there is anything that we can recognize as completed alchemical items
Does
in the room.
does Fafal detect any magic?
You call him forth? His eyes light up like it's Christmas. Remember, Fafal has some background in alchemy training. Remember his alchemical days? No? When anything
14
when anything
perception just
alchemical
kind of-
comes up, Aiden lights up. So yeah, he's like, this is great. He starts going, oh, this ingredients here, intact, my lord. Let me search and turn this place over. If you guys want to go ahead, but it's going to take a minute. But he believes that there is value here to be had.
So, if I'm understanding correctly, we're going through somebody's safe house, not a bad guy lair.
Yeah.
This would be
However,
Lothi's.
we found bad guys in our benefactor, Lothid. There's evidence of her. The bed even
As-
smells of
As
lavender.
Fafal roots around, I'll remind him, show some respect.
Yeah.
We're trying to save somebody, not loot their house.
Of course, my lord. However,
I found all this shit in your closet.
how proud would our lady be if we said these very components that she purchased were mixed properly and I could aid in her capture? I mean, in her rescue. I mean, these will help, my lord. And I will keep a register and we will reimburse her. But I must tell you, venom, poisons, antitoxins, he says. Ooh. And there's like 5 more like it, that type of thing. These alone,
I do agree. Anything to assist in the rescue of Lady Lothid would be to the betterment.
should give me give
yeah,
it a
well,
moment. Yeah, like if you guys want to give him some time,
he's-
let him look at this
If he's
stuff.
taking
yeah.
time in there, I'm going to go back and search the halfling.
Yeah,
All right.
there's also the rest of this training room. There might be something in.
I'm gonna post up right there and just kind of guard. I want
Okay.
no part of looting somebody's house.
Okay.
Agreed with this. My
Yes,
foot is
but
cocked and ready.
Turning a blind eye while your companions look for you, isn't that just almost as bad? They look to you for.
I'm not turning a blind eye. I'm
Ah.
just not taking part. I will
Okay.
note that the things are being taken and they'll-
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not touching
There'll be
any of the
reparation.
contents.
No.
That's why I went to the halfling.
Okay,
Not
you
planning
guys,
to
you
loot
guys
anything so much
turn
as-
turn the room. There is a halfling sized as in a small rapier, and he has a couple of small daggers on him, and there is his like little wee leather armor, but nothing really of value. However,
So cute.
without bringing the items to you, just pointing back at the other room, Fafal claims that there is let's have a look here. Some black adder venom. There's spider venom. An oily substance that I am not sure exactly what it is.
Beard wax.
It seems to be quite an array. I'm having trouble with some of these, but I'm certain they are, lethal poisons, as well as some anti-poison, that kind of thing. Toxins.
Well, the antitoxins and something reactive might be a good idea.
And these. Now, this is the one thing that he took. He has 2 vials that he claims are magical. Those he took off the shelf to show Varth. Please, Dad, can I have them? Anyway, you guys are searching about the room. The halfling, like I said, minuscule weapons.
I'll take the daggers and the rapier, and I'll bring them.
Oh yeah,
and hand them off to Fafal.
You're a halfling. You killed him. Trophies. There you go. Or you have a. What am I gonna do with this? This rapier.
I'm not that kind of a halfling killer.
I have a halfling rapier. It's like a Mongosh. I have a rapier and a halfling sized rapier. It's like a Mongosh.
If you wouldn't mind collecting my arrow as well while you're there.
He just snaps it off and brings you the haft.
Wipe it off on the.
Sorry, you talking to Fafal or you talking to Winston?
Winston. He's by the body.
Sorry, I thought you were talking to Fafal. It's like, You need to bother me. All right.
Oh, I totally do that. Was searching him anyways.
Okay.
Probably had to pull it out of him to get his vest open.
Is there anything else you guys? Now, also there's the weapons rack.
Yeah, I was right by the weapons.
Well, I won't
rack,
touch any of the contents that look like they belong in the.
They do they're not bad quality. Taldarian quality steel. Yeah, there's nothing masterwork here, and it's a variety of just your basic sword, spear.
Practice room.
Yeah.
Okay.
And some of this stuff is weighted, but they're not lethal. Like it's a wooden spear with, the bright weight for the real thing, but they haven't sharpened a tippet so that you don't destroy the dummy. You know what I mean? It's the right weight and balance to poke away, but not necessarily, that kind of thing. So
nothing that'll help us complete the mission anyways.
Right. So Lord Varth. He's still pouting.
You gotta go.
This is so many ritual. Starts
Summon
floating
Varth.
over the water. What little paladin is he? He does this at third. What happens when he?
No, I'm not pouting.
Okay.
Pouting.
He does.
No, I am noting that people are taking things, and there will be a reckoning.
Fafal mentions a bunch of toxin substances, poisons that can coat weapons in the other room.
Leave those.
No, he's pointing. He's saying, I've taken inventory. Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff, adder, black adder, spider, a couple of oils that I don't recognize. And of note, my lord, these might be worth accompanying us. And he holds up 2 vials that he claims are magical.
All right. Perhaps our benefactor can make use of them if we ever find her.
I'm not certain.
Pulling up the rear, I'll just kind of look over and look at Varth and say,
I'm sure the lady would not object to anything we use of hers engaging in her rescue.
Quite right, says Fafal. Besides, if this room is specifically themed to toxin and antitoxin, I believe that these potions may have something to do with either negating or perhaps delaying, at least, poisonous effects. We may have to keep them just to administer to lady. Who knows what shape?
Considering we've been
scarf.
Considering we've run into assassins already, it wouldn't be beyond them to have used such types of chemicals. At which point, having something to react and prevent future problems would be quite helpful.
Indeed, we should pay attention to our wounds if we receive any.
Right. So, if there's no objections, Fafal will add them to party loot, carry them himself to administer, and we move on? Yes, no?
Move on.
Yes, no?
Creak the door.
All right. When you open the door, there's...
I win $1 million or a new car.
It's a brand new car.
No,
Don't tell Nalgrath.
It's not what's behind the door. When you open the door, there's the slightest resistance.
I'm a strong boy.
Oh yeah, no, I don't mean like it's hard to open. I mean when you get the feel of the door and you start pushing on the way to the door, right? There's still just a little bit of a tug, like a little bit of a taunt.
Like, is the door swollen, or is there something on the other side of the door?
There's something attached to the door. When you open it, it pulls taunt.
I try to look around to see what is pulling taunt.
A thin wire at the top corner has pulled taunt as you open and continues to pull. Like as you open the door, you just see this wire traipsing off from the top corner, and it's getting tighter and tighter as you open.
God damn it! Stop it, man!
Yeah, exactly.
He's playing with it. How does it?
I said, how is this going to bail out? Yeah,
as it seems to be getting taut, but it would be in a resting state quite loose. Shall we simply cut the wire?
Oh no, it's not that it was slack.
It's like pulleyed.
It didn't pull up. Yeah, it's not that it's pulled up slack like it was bowed. It's just as he's pulling this out, you see this guideline just kind of leading from the, or he does anyway. Now he's dicking around with it.
Kick the door open and go.
right. I pointed out to Fafal. Is this important? Look.
Don't move. Okay, if you ask for fall, he'll ask you guys to stop moving and stand back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So let him at the
Alright.
door.
Yep.
That means you, Bartholomew. Move your Vu.
Oh.
Move out of the supposed blast radius, so the DM cannot be blamed if you're right there going, well, I moved. Well, I see your mini. He examines the door and leads off and comes back with a theory. The tripwire leads through eyelets along the ceiling. So it's probably some sort of alarm or will set off a trap that has already been rigged for the next room. But I'm afraid, my lord, what is done is done. He's either armed a trap that we have yet to encounter, or he set off an alarm, because the line he examines goes through some eyelets on the roof and just keeps going.
So what you're saying is you're useless in this scenario.
Would you like me to disarm this trap?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Perhaps I should have inspected the door first, instead of you barging through it. Might be a little bit late, but I'll see if I can't rectify the situation. So he goes to work and disables the trap. If it resets, at least Fafal tells you that it cannot be set again. If it's an alarm, it's too late, but again, cannot go off twice. If we've armed something that repeats, Fafal at least assures you that I've rectified what Sir Bartholomew has blundered onto as best I can, my lord. And steps back.
I'm sorry, did you say blundered?
He just smiles at you.
I smile back. Toothy.
Oh, busts out his cell phone, starts filming. Wait.
I'm really uncomfortable. If you attack Aiden, he's going to kill me. It's just like, let's save this RP for later when Aiden's actually here.
Bartholomew,
Hmm?
would you be so kind as to show us your specialty and get through that door?
Indeed, Leon. I march through. Boop, boop.
It corners the room, the hall you step into, goes 10 feet and then immediately goes north. It opens into a 10 by 10 room. However, the entire west wall has been caved out and opens into a dark, natural looking cavern.
I go north and use my eyeballs.
Okay. The room here gives way to an open cavern beyond. 6 sets of manacles, evenly spaced along a wall of the western cave wall, dangle down to the dirt floor. All but one set hang empty. The final set secures the body of a beaten and bruised woman.
I make my way over there. Immediately.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
Waiting for
Follow.
Bartholomew's safety. It's good to come
I
in.
don't even wait. I just follow.
Okay,
We're just
fair.
following.
We're cavaliers.
okay.
When have we ever asked for like the okay sign?
Well, when we let you go through a potentially trapped door, usually.
Yeah. No, I've been shot in the chest as well.
After you, good sir.
a tangled mess of hair and gently lifting her chin after taking a knee, it is indeed a bruised and battered, semi-conscious Lady Lothide. Roll
Nothing.
for initiative.
What? What?
Kill the bitch.
What?
She's been brainwashed and spits acid in your face. What? Oh, that's a classic Bond move.
Is it 12?
Xenomorph
God.
pops forth.
I'm not brainwashed. You took too long, and I hate you all.
11.
4.
16.
4 for Samish.
You're saving the 20s for later. I get that.
That's right. I am. You
Yeah.
got to bankroll those things.
Yeah. You don't blow them all, right?
And as soon as we all leave the room, Fafal takes his free reign of all the poisons and stuff.
Right?
He comes in just juggling them.
Da, 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 da.
Go away!
Oh, as we walk
Be
through the rest of the
gone!
dungeon, all you hear is clink, 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 clink.
Da, 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 da. Circus.
And then he falls, and then all of a sudden Talador has a smallpox pandemic.
A crater.
has a what now?
Falls and just melts. Smash.
Cool. So, can I have perception?
Certainly. Ah! 20, not natural.
16.
8.
4.
So,
Jeez.
sorry, Donald Egan, you run over to, because now
Lothide?
yeah, I've revealed, and it's like, oh, there's Lothide, right? You're helping her.
Mhm.
Okay, everyone's got their perceptions on the board.
Yep.
All
Yeah,
right,
if I fall.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We're good.
now the fun begins.
That's what
Who-
we call it.
Who is aware of us as we wait and then attack?
Is it a show of hands? Because
11. Although we're lying in wait, the room is only so big, and with Fafal's warning of a trap and mentioning of the ceiling, you guys are all eyes about you. So when the ambush takes place, everyone that got a perception above 11 can act in the surprise round. So,
Ooh.
starting with a small halfling woman that you recognize carrying a little talking dummy and a dagger and weaponry, lands beside you lightly on her feet and taking a bow. Wilska the Fabulous drops down, or as it appears, seems to pop up out of thin air in front of Lothide and between diagonally Varth and Bartholomew.
Drop straight in
Yes.
the flank. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
And takes a bow. Barkley, where are you? You're under his command, so we'll skip you. Fafal's not in the room, and then we go. But very quickly followed, we have a cultist dropping, facing Varth head on as if to cover her. We go to Winston. Winston, what'd you get for perception?
16.
Okay, so you see these guys dropping from this, like two of them come out of the dark shadows of the mist in the ceiling. Two combatants are on. No, wait a minute. It's her. She's dropped down, bowed towards Bartholomew, and one of those cultists drops beside her. Winston. It's her. The halfling entertainer,
Stammering. He's
My lady?
trying to make sense. Can I have a willpower save from you, Winston?
Maybe. Oh yeah, you can. 19. Bam. Ooh, yeah, so Willy.
Your eyes are having trouble doing the math for your brain. She pulls a weapon. She's not being pursued from the ceiling from a cultist. She seems to be sort of like, ta-da, you found my prisoner, sort of bow, mocking, and even placing herself. Of course, we do. Some of us rogues do happen to have certain abilities that make flanking useless. And you're stammering. I will restrict you just to a single action, but you do get it. Oh,
Sweet.
sorry, this is the surprise round. You get a single action anyway.
Yeah. Sweet. So
I'll restrict it to
I,
a move.
you know what?
but not a
I would have burned it with the
Yeah.
with talking.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Leon. Straight through Varth ahead of you. Unfriendlies are dropping from the ceiling. And you're as well. You had interacted with this delightful little halfling person. Is she a prisoner? Is she a foe? Is she brainwashed? Being of the culture you are from, brainwashing is a thing. Is she Stockholm Syndrome? Is she jumping down last stand? Oh no, you guys set off the alarm and her last stand is to protect, making her move, pulling her, you know what I mean? The signs are unclear until she actually acts, just popping up whose side she may be on, or she might be on her own and be against all of you, is still rather unclear.
That's true, although I'm not sure what you mean about my culture. Unfortunately, when
Ninjas
most of
that
my
hide
culture
amongst
is
us.
either
Ninjas, the sort of Asian, the double faced, the
yes,
reveal.
but that particular part of my history was when I was quite young.
Oh, yes, but usually when we talk about your history, you're talking about I was a full-on samurai, and you actually have that class. If you're a fully trained samurai, your culture has been instilled with you with your class training.
That's fair.
So again,
however, I guess at this point my time would be Winston. We shall wait and see, but be prepared.
yeah, you do see
You know what
Winston
you must
falter.
do.
He's forward of your position.
Mm-hmm. You know what
He's
we must
aghast.
Okay. So try to steady your ally. Hold. Bartholomew. You lean down, you take the lady's aid, and people start popping up around you.
Yeah, that's usually a general sign that I will start swinging on an axe,
Yeah.
like I'm a
Now-
woodsman in the forest.
This woman, I don't think you actually met her, and if you did, it was just sort of, said she did a great show. Okay, when someone drops down in front of you, adjacent, and
That's not a friendly gesture.
well, it's her mocking bow and sneer and pull, like you see the actual, like, these guys can't see this post clearly. You do.
Yeah. Dark vision and being less than 5 feet away.
Yep.
Yeah. Say hello to my little friend.
Okay. So you pull a weapon.
I never put a weapon away. I have my axe.
You've got your axe, your shield. You rush to the woman and what? Check her with it. You gotta, you know what I mean? Like, to offer aid to the woman.
Did I get to check her?
You got to
Did I
her.
get-
I haven't said you lift her head. You had to ID her. They waited. You know what I mean? They waited for you to be drawn in.
All right.
And since you
So-
can't ever put your shield away, as per rules, we're going to say that you need to sort of, I'm not saying you have to put it down. It was not ready, but I'll at least say something like, you're.
Do I have a weapon to attack with? Or is that a no?
I'll say you need to draw. Like I said, I
Then
didn't want to put you on a knee, but you definitely bent over off. But you know what I'm saying?
Then I draw.
Actually, you know what? What if you're just off kilter? You can attack, but at a -2 because you're, I mean, you've stepped in here on your guard. It'd be a foolish errand for you to drop your weapon, shield, go running towards her.
All right.
But definitely, we'll stick you with the old -2.
Let me give myself a -2 modifier.
You
and
charged in to help her. There you go, -2. Okay.
Buttocks.
So flipping the axe over and with the back swipe towards.
Oh no. Negatory.
She just leans backwards, deepens her bow, and your axe goes sailing over her little head. Lord Varth. A masked
All
man
right.
drops right in front of you.
Well, I didn't make the check, so if this is the surprise round, I don't move.
Okay, you're just surprised. What the, lady?
Nani.
Lady Lothide is bound and not quite herself, though technically here. Then we have more combatants dropping in from all about. And so ends our surprise round, bringing us to the top of our earnest round 1 with Whiskas the Fabulous leading the charge. So many things that I could do. What to do first?
The least damaging thing. Have you tried tickles?
I go back flipping away out of your reach. 5, 10. Oh, that would be 15. So I got to stay there with an acrobatics check to get away from your
Everyone,
attack of opportunity.
One.
You're just chanting it so.
Yeah. Feel it. It's like ringing the bell for Tinkerbell.
21. She
Minus
goes
5 for each person that's threatening.
Only one person is threatening. Varth was surprised.
I don't threaten.
Oh, right.
Varth was
Sorry.
surprised. I go flipping away, and when she comes up, she has a thin wire pressed against the back of the little clown, and she just shows it to you and crimps it with her fingers and quickly mumbles what sounds like a prayer and casts a spell at Sir Bartholomew.
Oh, there shall be no mercy for an evil cleric.
You brought
you cast on me. That was your first mistake. you didn't identify the threat properly. That's what the problem is here.
Sorry, I think I rolled too much. Where are we here? Save DC 15, willpower, Bartholomew Duneldagan versus Fantabulous failure. You fail your save. Sorry.
What?
When I cast a spell on you, it rolls it automatically.
Oh,
that's cool.
Well, as well as if he rolls on me, I don't go, right, the monster saved. It just does it for you. So anyway, I double tapped it, so we got to go with the first roll, which is 13 is a failure.
Okay.
I cast something upon you, and your limbs and body becomes paralyzed. You go completely rigid.
Love it.
That's my turn. Fall is coming up. What's going on? Silent Cultist number 1 is in front of Varth. As a move action, I pull my short sword. As attack action, I try to stab him with my short sword. Surprise!
Okay.
You are flat-footed because you have not acted this round.
That
So,
doesn't even change my armor class.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, I have no dex bonus.
Oh,
I told you, you fucked up.
well, you know what? I'm just dying to put flat-footed on something other than
All
a
right.
monster. just let me have this. You know.
All right.
So, with the short sword, stabbing at you with a 5 and misses terribly. Sir Winston. The guys dropping from the ceiling start attacking your allies. Leon is warning you. You know, snap out of it, man.
I just watched her cast a spell.
Oh, hang on. I'm getting to that. Leon's shaking you, going, you know, this is real. Don't doubt what you're seeing. You know what you have to do. That's his exact words. And then you see her backflip quite nimbly, dagger in hand, and then speak some sort of dark prayer. And you see Bartholomew, who's like turning, readying the axe, go and freeze in place. What do you do?
I will
Aim for the head.
take a 5-foot step in behind Gilder
Varth?
Varth.
Yep.
Drop the sickle, draw my lance issue a challenge to Wasilica the Fantabulous.
Oh, what's that do?
It is the same thing with the damage bonus, so I get a +3 damage bonus to my attacks made against her.
Does it draw aggro? Do I need like a saving throw or anything, or I must attack you or take penalty, anything like that, or just
no?
just get
And
bonuses?
it gives the Order of the Paw bonus just gives Barkley an additional +2 AC bonus against attacks from that target.
Okay.
And I believe that is my turn.
All
So-
right.
Roll over, drop the sickle, draw my lance, issue a challenge.
And let's hear it. Your heart is aching and breaking.
No!
You treacherous bitch.
He just flips over. Don't tell my heart. My
You
aching,
will
breaking
be
heart.
my opponent in this battle. Prepare yourself, for I, Sir Winston of the Order of the Paw, shall be your opponent.
And I just level my lance at her. And that's it.
Okay, Puddin'. Big grin. Leon. You have a shot. She has a cover bonus from the wall, but you tracked where she went. I do get a +2 to my AC, unless you want to move, but even then, it's up to you. Stepping into
I
the
could
room, though,
also-
immediately exposes you to movement from all the rest.
I could also 5-foot step up and then aim at the cultist that's on the back of Bartholomew,
Yep.
which I think I will do.
Now, I believe despite your adjacentness to Winston with a possible cover, it's still take any corner, which I'm assuming we're going to use the bottom back right, draw a straight line to any corner. And
Barkley is not a horse. He is a wolf. He is...
you're an ally. He's
medium-sized.
behind an ally. You give a cover bonus, but let me finish. Drawing a line from the back corner, you to touch any corner of his front, and Bartholomew doesn't count. No, you should have a clean shot according to the grid.
Cool. Then I'm going to rapid shot.
Okay.
And he is a human.
Right.
Oh,
so
favorite enemy.
Oh, it sucks to be.
What do
Oh,
you mean-
it sucks
what-
to be
what do you
you.
mean he doesn't like people? Leon? The people person? No.
That's why. That's why Bartholomew is one of his closest friends. I'm only half human.
I can barely
And
stand
he's also
you.
within 30 feet. So
Okay. All right.
shot 1 is a 13.
With a miss.
Shot 2 is a 23.
With a hit. Now, you get
Four.
a plus to hit and damage.
Yes.
So you got to tell me about the extra damage because I don't think it puts it in.
The extra damage, because he's point blank, it's an extra 1 point on damage.
Now, has it calculated? Like, what is your normal damage?
My normal damage is plus 2 is 1d8 plus. Oh, actually, it is 1d8 plus 1. No, it should be plus 2 because I get my strength and I get an extra 1. So 1d8 plus 2 is normal, plus 2 again because I'm facing a human, and plus 1 because point blank.
So it's not adding the point blank then.
Yeah, you need the point.
Yeah,
blank.
I didn't add the extra plus 1 from point blank.
So
So
12.
that's a 12 damage.
Right. So you shoot
That's kind of cool. It added everything else though.
cultist number 2.
I just forgot
Total
to add it manually.
Okay.
Hmm.
He's heavily wounded. Takes an arrow. First, he, ducks down or deflects off his soft leather, and the second one you do drive home into his gut. His eyes go wide. He's still standing, looking furious at you, but you can tell he is badly wounded. Anything else, sir?
No, that's it for now.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Bartholomew Dunneldagan.
I stare intently, smolderling.
The subject becomes paralyzed and freezes in place. It is aware and breathes normally, but cannot take any actions, even speech. Each round, on its turn, the subject may attempt a new saving throw to end the effect. This is
I
a
would
full
like to do that.
This is a full round action that does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
So you want a fortitude saving throw, I'm assuming.
Nope, willpower.
Oh, what? Well,
It's
whole
it-
person.
It's willpower.
Oh,
It's
okay.
whole-
Technically,
yeah.
he's already rolled that. I'm just saying.
Well, according to the wording, this is where the player actually rolls. So,
Oh.
because on your turn, you can statically do it. So, click on the will.
All right. Natural 1. Lothi becomes paralyzed.
I'm going to make it 2 rounds before you can try again because you failed so badly. Actually, no.
All right.
No, I'll let you have we'll give you a -2 penalty on the next. No, there's no such thing as a critical fail or critical success in saving throws. I'm just messing with you. You should see his face. What? Okay. You don't want to leave
this
the bed.
system.
I know Messina. He would rather be dead and bleeding out his eyeballs as opposed to just completely watch a fight happen around him and not being able to get a shot. It's like,
Just give me D20 to roll, man. That's all I want to
so
do.
mean. But anyway, Lord Varth, you are up.
All right.
Oh.
Let's see. Can
Still
you
longer
take the
flat-footed?
flat-footed off me?
You are a paladin. You're a cavalier, and you are a lord. Diplomacy,
Yep.
local etiquette, your level, pick one. Because something suddenly, we have tacticians, we have everything, but in a certain hostage situation, there is a clear and present danger where they can use a hostage against you if they can get to the hostage first. It's a classic bad guy move. They've immobilized the first man that got to their hostage. What do you think their next move is going to be?
So you want me to make a knowledge nobility?
No, I'm just saying this outright.
What? Okay.
Yeah. Don't
All right.
move or
We
the
are
hostage gets
here
it.
for a reason as
Yeah.
well.
Well, nobody has said that yet, so that's not going to have any impact on what I'm doing next.
No, but I'm
Yeah.
saying this does
You,
this does
Frank,
play in your
you.
mind. If they
Yeah.
can get to her first, they can use her as leverage against you.
Knowing that my companion is helpless,
Mm-hmm.
I am moving to defend him.
Okay.
Yay!
You're fine. My secret love for Bartholomew and bros before hostages.
That's the other H word.
Yeah.
23 hits
Thank you. I'm glad you got it.
for 2 points.
So Bartholomew, you're overwhelmed.
Drops him.
He always hated you. He runs over. Now that you're helpless, Varlarth Geldavar just lays his sword right in your gut, hits you with a 23. And I'm sorry, what?
Sorry, buddy.
It happens. It happens. I understand.
I've been waiting for this.
Dirty orc.
Sorry, who did
Coup de
you?
grace.
You laid into cultist number 2.
Silent Cultist 2 and disabled him.
Yeah,
Just, I'm always having the orc in you.
he falls unconscious in front of you.
I just run up, do kind of a jump stab, and
Okay.
right through the throat.
Oh, like 300? Whap, whap.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Lady Martella Lothi uses her turn to raspily warn you. Something you already know, but she says the name of a nasty sounding deity as if to tell you, possibly it could help you.
Oh, yeah. Can
No,
I
no,
identify the
yeah.
spell that was cast? Yeah. Or the god.
You don't have spellcraft, but if you know who they worship, then you might know what's coming, kind of thing. Just
It
trying to-
Lamastu?
Let's see here. Where is it? Knowledge religion.
Norsgrug?
18.
Raw.
Thalmir Gix. Our priest. Thalmir Gix. She says, just disdained. Beware. Anyway, not just a cleric, but she warns you that the halfling is a war priest of a rather vile god of murder.
All right. I'll call that out just so everybody knows who we're dealing with.
Okay. You call out to Thalmir Grix, and it just, I can't heal on for the rest of the day. Damn it. I shouldn't have said that name out loud. You set me up, Lothi. Dampens your.
Clever.
Yeah. Silent cultist number 2 is unconscious. I am neither dying, nor awake, nor needing to bleed out. I shall just wait. Number 3 finally gets to go. So, he has a clear line to Lothid. The woman calls out, starts helping you guys. And as you feared, Varth, though he doesn't go over and threaten her like, drop your weapons and I'll kill her, he just moves forward and bashes Lothid heavily on the head, and she drops unconscious, as if to like, no more help from you. Doink. Yep. And I believe, where are we here? That's round 2. At the top of round 3,
Whiskers.
the Fantabulous has been revealed, Winston, as a war priest of Felmer Gix. That doesn't sound very nice. Does anyone have religion? Like saying the name doesn't necessarily make the connection.
I have no training in that. I don't care. I'm seeing red right now, so I'm just like,
You treacherous bitch shall die by my lance.
Okay. Okay, but
I told you I will penetrate you.
oh my.
No, I'm not sure you did. I'm pretty sure I was aware. No, I don't think I remember that one.
No.
All right. Again, with the acrobatics. This way, coming out of, what's his name's reach? Sorry. Coming out of
Varth?
Thank you. Varth's reach. I acrobatic do the acrobatic flip away into the side here, once around. And where's my roll? Acrobatics. Dun, 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 dun. 17. What is
Fails.
What is your CMD, sir?
My CMD is 18.
No. Okay. So you get a swipe.
So
at her.
I will take a swipe at her.
Okay.
Stab.
Let's see here. Let me.
And if I want to cast a spell, I have to do it as if let's see if you hit.
I saw 20. Oh, damn.
Oh.
24?
Oh.
he was targeted on the wrong person.
But
Who are you targeting?
I don't know what happened.
I see a natural 20. The targeting is irrelevant. That's not going to change.
Yeah.
A natural 20 that confirms a critical hit. And I'm a named character. So, pull a card. What have you got?
decapitation.
Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. What do you use?
Slashing. It's a longsword.
Slashing. Okay. Holy fuck. No way.
Yeah? What? Oh, the light comes over. You know it's serious when.
Slashing. I am not shitting you guys. Decapitation. Double
What?
Double damage and death.
What?
Fort negates. What's the damage? Oh my god, no. Where's my banter? Where's my yes pudding, no pudding, next week pudding?
8 points.
It
Okay.
died due to crit cards.
Oh
Remember?
wait.
Yeah, you're still targeted on the silent
still
cultist.
targeted
Yeah.
on
That's,
Silent
that's okay. I give her 8 points. Where's
But it'd be double damage.
what? That's in
It,
there.
yeah, it,
Oh, that's
it
in
did
there.
roll
Okay,
the
yeah,
double.
I see
So-
you rolled a 1. Ouch.
Okay,
Nah.
so it looks like you got the wrong guy. Anyway, so I've given her 8 points. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. It says fort negates, but it doesn't say what my DC is. So I think it's the hit? Like 24 DC or the damage?
Base 10 versus plus the
10
damage
plus
dealt?
the damage, I think.
It's
is
usually
what it is.
15 plus damage dealt for negative things, 10 plus if it's like a skill check or something. But I don't know. Let me look up the card.
Well, the card itself doesn't say. It would have to be the rules. I got to find the
It's
rules.
just it's a fort check, but you would generally think that it would take them lower.
Let's see how bad the fortitude save is. Because if I roll really high,
Yeah,
Yeah, if
It's
you roll
like
really
it's
high.
the critical
23.
confirmation roll.
23.
It's the crit.
Pretty good roll.
that's
The
a
crit- it should be the
solid
critical
roll.
confirmation roll.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So
Whatever the
17,
confirmation roll
23.
was.
Okay, so I take double damage. So as you slice at her, okay, a nasty scar and blood opens up as you open her up from one jaw line straight down almost to the shoulder. As she goes flipping backwards and goes to speak her spell, and then you just see that bloodline appear, slowly seeping, and she chokes a bit on her spell as she tries to gag it out. And now I must make a spellcraft concentration check at 10 plus the spell level plus the damage, as opposed to 15 plus double the spell level. So that's, what spell am I casting here? Level are you? Spiritual weapon is a second level spell, so that's 10, so that's 20. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's how it goes when I suffer damage. 28. So she's surprised and gags and blurts out the spell. But a nasty glowing dagger appears in the air. A weapon made of force appears and attacks at a distance as you direct it. So this thing appears above Varth and strikes down at him immediately, though you can see the surprise that she actually
My neck!
staunches the neck with the little doll and just looking at you incredulously as she knows blood is soaking over Mr. Jax. Let's see, make sure I got you targeted here. So close. Like, talk about the card. This is the card we knew was buried in the deck. This is the card we feared. And a clean execution and foiled by a decent roll, but so cool. Where are we here? Oh, I've got the wrong person targeted. Sorry. Okay. Varth. Spiritual weapon away. Spiritual weapon at Lord Samish. Yeah, that's what I... Doesn't say, though. I pushed the button, but it didn't do anything. It just so he cast it. So I guess I got to roll the same as my... Let's have a look here. As you directed, dealing 1d8 points of force damage per hit, plus 1 per 3 levels. The weapon takes shape of a weapon favored by my deity. Has the same threat range and critical multiplier as a real weapon. It strikes the opponent as you designate, starting with 1 attack on your turn. It uses your base attack bonus, possibly allowing it multiple attacks, blah, blah. So it's just like a mini with my dagger. Pretty much. So I'm just going to toss my dagger at you. So this thing comes striking down at you, hits you really hard, and there's an audible clang as a force dagger strikes your armor, but does not penetrate. You hit her and almost take her head off with double damage while she's casting a spell, gagging on it, and the force dagger is flickering a bit. And we will see you next time on Dice Before Dishonor. Tough break, Winston. Oh, that's gotta be
Not fair, really. Dangle that love interest in front of me. And I got skinny. So she's totally going to look at me in a different light.